Hello. I did a live video earlier today talking about this week's upcoming energy with we're going into our first eclipse, new moon solar eclipse in Libra this coming Saturday. Pluto stationing direct Tuesday on the 10th, while Mars is squaring Pluto. Venus moving into Virgo, opposing Saturn, and you can check that out on YouTube if you want to see those details. I might go over them a little bit more. I missed a message, and I want to, this one definitely was for me, but it was for me to also share to all of you who are empaths, energetically sensitive on there's two polarities that we're working with here, and all of this energy culminating has to do with our lessons that we learn through our relationships to others. And I was mentioning how the fairness in dynamics, a lot of truth is being revealed, a lot of truth on our end, seeing the truth in others that is just too hard to deny. And it's also highlighting our patterns of enabling. For many of us, we have either grown up with addiction in our family or have had some sort of codependency patterns passed down from generation to generation. And because we're also energetically sensitive, we tend to enable other people's bad behavior and their bad behavior patterns, or negative or toxic patterns, unbeknownst to us. We think that we're just being kind and gentle with people, but we're actually not being kind to ourselves, and we are not allowing others to learn their hard truths and lessons about themselves. So I was mentioning that this week, many of us are going to probably have a revisit from somebody from the past, or a relationship from the past that we may have felt like it was over, we left it behind, but there probably had been some unresolved stuff there. And hopefully many of us have already learned the lessons that we needed to, but we're going to have one more go around in just making sure that we are sticking to our truth, and we're seeing the absolute truth in what we have been engaging with others, and enabling us to make better decisions and choices for ourselves. And ultimately, it will also benefit the other as well. So you may have somebody coming in with some sort of offer, maybe an apology, maybe not, but just some sort of offer of wanting to bury the bury the hatchet. Is that the saying? And let bygones be bygones, because their conscience is getting the better of them. Their shadow is creeping up on them, and for whatever reason, they may not even fully be aware of why they want to make things. They want to feel better about how they have acted and engaged with you. And be mindful of this, because if there's no real substance behind them, no real true depth or emotion, there could be an apology, and it's fine to accept apologies, but ask questions. This could be an attempt at a repeat lesson. Make sure that you ask questions, especially if you're getting an apology. Exactly what are you apologizing for? Make sure that they're understanding, like they're on their path of healing and learning their lessons as well. This could be somebody who easily influences you into their court, but they are also heavily and easily influenced by others or by other energies, other opinions, status quo, things like that. They may feel like you are different in some sense. They won't be able to quite explain why, but there's some sort of magnetic pull towards you. This could be for some of you. They may have fell into some sort of gossip about you, things like that, and don't let them fool you. Use your intuition here. They may even mention that they do feel pulled towards you, but they don't exactly know why. They maybe feel like you put some kind of spell on them or something like that. They may not say that, but they want to reconnect, but they don't exactly know why. Be discerning, because you don't want to fall back into a pattern of codependency and enabling for somebody else. Ask questions. These are energies that can really pull you in and trick you and fool you. Although we do have some other energies in our favor. Venus moving into Virgo, opposing Saturn, is really allowing us to get to the bottom of some things and seeing the details for exactly what they are, seeing the truth for exactly what it is. And we can't lie to ourselves anymore about what another person has, who another person is, or what they have done, or what they have, how they are acting. We're going to really be able to see deeply into, they're going to be showing us their true colors. So believe that, truly believe that. And also, we want to hold compassion, of course, and empathy for others, but you want to also be mindful of your path and your patterns, especially if you fall prey to codependency patterns that you are healing from. Pluto is very transformative, and it reflects great changes in our life. So Pluto moving direct and then squaring Mars, this is bringing us to a crisis in our consciousness, to a tipping point in the way that we think and feel and act in our relationships, our fair or unfair relationship dynamics, power struggles, and there could be like a lot of manipulation that had been going on in these relationships in the past. Gaslighting just meaning you see something for what it is, or you hear somebody say something and you repeat it to them and they're like, that's not what I said. Like they turn it back around on you, like you're not perceiving what you actually are perceiving. So again, follow your intuition and be very discerning this week, because this is a repeating lesson that is coming up for us all. Mars entering Scorpio on the 12th is also revealing a lot of truth for us, and bringing up to us what is it, what's worth fighting for. Is this relationship worth fighting for? Is your truth worth fighting for? The truth? We're no longer going to be taking any crap in this energy, basically. We're no longer going to be accepting breadcrumbs from others either. It's got to be in-depth Scorpio, the detective of the zodiac. We're really going to see things deeply for what they are. No more enabling bad behavior. And so the solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse in Libra, again, all about relationships, right? What we thought we dealt with and was over, what was done and over, comes rushing back at us. Somehow, some way, excuse me. And this is something, these final tests are things that we have to finally admit to ourselves about our own patterns and in relationships, our own stuff that we want to heal and move away from. In order for us to move into a new chapter in our lives, in order for us to be able to open new doors for ourselves. So this is intense energy too. It is very influential. it's important to accept the truth no matter how hard that it is to accept. And we're going to be changing gears doing something about it this time, most likely. No longer self-sacrificing, no longer accepting lip service. This is really important too. When somebody's words are really smooth and persuading, but their actions don't match up with their words, that is a big red flag. Be very discerning with that energy. We're going to have time also in between eclipses. So this coming Saturday is the solar eclipse, and then 2 weeks prior we have the lunar eclipse. So in those 2-week period, that is also a very intense time of sort of being in between. It's the in-between world where the veil is very thin and we are able to integrate and process all that we have gone through in the past, all the lessons that we've learned, excuse me, through our relationships and our relationship patterns, and connecting the dots all the way back to our childhood. So it's really important to take this time to yourself to really integrate the lessons that are coming up for each and every one of us. This is a very powerful week. Excuse me, I'm just getting over pneumonia, so breathing has been hard for me. Many of us, light workers, have fallen sick, I've noticed. So if this is you, just make sure to take good care of yourself, extra good care of yourself, drink a lot of water, and take extra good care of yourself, because this is intense energy that is affecting us all. So I wanted to put that out there about the enabling, because that is a really important part of the equation that gets overlooked a lot of times. And it's hard, but we want to make sure that we are living our truth and not enabling somebody else's toxic patterns and bad behavior. So I'm putting that out there for everyone. I'm sending you all out so much love. Take care. Bye.